The biggest part of our bond proposal that you'll have a chance to vote on October 10th, and that will not raise your taxes, is expansion of classroom space at some of our middle schools. Right now, I'm at Carl Albert Middle School, and as you can see, we have the main part of the building, which is brick, and several metal and portable buildings behind Carl Albert Middle School. What we plan to do, if the bond passes, is replace the buildings that are temporary out and back with a permanent classroom addition. This will include classroom space, a new band room, a new music room, and a storm shelter. We also will need to move the tennis courts as part of this expansion, and they will be located closer to the softball field. One thing that came up repeatedly in our bond talks with our middle schools and in the community forums was the idea of combining our middle school feeders for our high schools. Carl Albert already has this in place. In Del City, we have 2 middle schools, here at Kerr and also at Delcrest. Combining the middle schools into one feeder will improve participation in the arts, leadership, and athletics programs. It'll allow the Del City students to come together and get to know each other 3 years before they get to high school. It'll help our high school programs integrate with our middle school programs better than they do right now. Adding a classroom addition here at Kerr will allow more of our students to learn in an environment like the best classrooms that we have in the district. It'll also allow all of our middle school students to attend school in a facility with a storm shelter. During the course of the last year, as we've had bond talks across the district, at various times we've discussed the possibility of adding 2 brand new middle schools, one in Midwest City and one in Del City, to combine our student population in those 2 parts of the district. Unfortunately, as we began looking at the cost of 2 brand new middle school buildings, we quickly realized that if we went that direction, we really wouldn't have funds available for many of the other projects that we've discussed on these videos during the last several weeks. Instead, we chose a more balanced proposal that's going to allow us to build for the future. If the bond passes October 10th, and it will not raise your taxes, we will add an expansion here at Monroney of classrooms that will also include a storm shelter. Kerr will have one as well, and Carl Albert Middle School will have one as well. This will allow all of our high schools to have middle school feeders that are directly aligned with their enrollment. It will allow all of our extracurricular programs and our curriculum to be better aligned. It will allow every middle school student in the district to attend a building that has a storm shelter in place. Please vote October 10th, and thank you for listening.